So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the 4 stories I wanted to cover in this video includes new DLC content coming to my current game of the year, Returnal, more PlayStation PC content leaks, quick resume could have been a part of the original PlayStation 5 OS, and Sony hypes up major upcoming announcements. First, let me know if you have the rest mode issue on your PlayStation 5 or not. The issue involves putting your PlayStation 5 on rest mode, but the system just ends up shutting down completely, and when you turn it back up, it has to restore the system's database. It basically makes it hard to use the rest mode feature for the PlayStation 5 because it just ends up shutting down. I'm still currently having this issue to this date, and I'm wondering if I'm just alone in this. So comment below, do you have the rest mode issue on your PlayStation 5 or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, new Returnal DLC. So I've never been a big fan of the die over and over again gameplay mechanic in games, but when Returnal came around, playing through that, it pulled me in and got me addicted in the gameplay loop, trying to reach the final biome to uncover the mystery that the game is so full of. I'm also not the biggest on expansions or DLC content after finishing a game, but this Returnal news has me excited for a new possible biome or new modes coming to the game. Recently, Housemarque marketing director Mikhail Havari, hopefully I said that correctly, sat down with website Axios to discuss Returnal, and in that interview, he discussed new content. Reading from website Axios, Housemarque is looking into improving the game's limited save system. Havari said, though they have not decided on the best approach to take, the studio is focused on new content and updates and fixes and stuff like that. No details yet on the new content, alas. So new content is mentioned here, and in terms of what they can add, a new biome or multiple new biomes would pull a lot of players back into the game, including myself of course, and throwing this one as a dream. If they add a co-op mode, that would be amazing as well. It would be similar to Ghost of Tsushima adding their amazing multiplayer co-op content post-launch, which sucked me and my friends back into the game for months later after launch. Now, diving into the second story of the video, leaked PlayStation content. So Sony has a curator page on Steam now. This is essentially a page that brings together all of PlayStation's PC content, which has leaked that more content is coming. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, Steam curator page allows approved companies or individuals to highlight games and content for sale on Steam. Typically, companies use their curator page to bundle their own content into one storefront. PlayStation Studios page lists 41 games and DLC as associated with the Sony division, but currently only 24 pieces of content are actually visible on its storefront. The basic gist is that there's hidden content, which probably points to yet to be announced PlayStation to PC reveals. We already know that Sony confirmed more games are coming to PC, so this isn't as shocking. We could see more of these announcements this summer. I know people are already jumping on the BloodBorne Remaster, but we'll have to wait and see how this all turns out. Now, diving into the third story of the video, quick resume being a part of the original PlayStation 5 OS. So for people who don't know, I'm sure most of you do at this point, quick resume is a feature that's on the Xbox Series X and S that allows you to hold the state of multiple games and switch between them on the fly. This essentially means that you could be playing a game but then decided you're in the mood for something else and switch to another game exactly where you left off prior. Now, in terms of recent discussions, this was a very interesting take by website Push Square. They were covering the recent news in regards to Returnal getting a save system and said this in their article. Currently, the only way to retain your progress during a run is to put your console in rest mode, but this creates all kinds of hiccups with regards to the PS5's automatic update system, and it effectively prevents you from multitasking. We can't help but wonder whether Sony had originally planned a quick resume style feature for the PlayStation 5 that Housemarque had intended to utilize, but it never made it into the final OS. So I'm not sure why I didn't think of this before, but it makes sense. Sony's switcher feature had everyone thinking it was to be a quick resume style system set up before the launch of the PlayStation 5, including myself. But when I found out it wasn't, it was surprising, because if the whole purpose of the switcher is to switch between recent apps, doesn't the PlayStation 5's main homepage already cycle the main apps you use to the front of the lineup? I get that it might be quicker to use the switcher, but that feature really felt like it was meant to be something like quick resume. If it was, this whole Returnal save problem wouldn't be a thing at all, because you'd have your progress saved as part of your switcher cached games. This makes even more sense when you realize that Returnal depends on the rest mode feature of the PlayStation 5. Instead of having their own save setup, they depend on an OS level feature to hold your save. So who's to say they didn't have intentions to use the PlayStation 5's switcher feature, but when Sony let them know it wouldn't be ready, or maybe never come, we don't know, they had to rely on the PlayStation 5's rest mode feature. I haven't seen another game rely on the PS5's rest mode feature like this, but you guys let me know if you want a quick resume style feature for the PlayStation 5 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the final story of the video, Sony hypes major third-party announcements. Reading from Gaming Bolt, PlayStation Studios head Herman Hultz recently said that Sony has over 25 exclusive games in development for the PlayStation 5, and with those games including the likes of God of War, Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Gran Turismo 7, and many more on top of those, it definitely looks like PlayStation 5 players are going to have a lot to look forward to. But there's plenty more on the horizon as well. Responding to a post about the aforementioned quote on his LinkedIn page, Christian Svensson, vice president and head of global third-party relations at PlayStation, teased the upcoming third-party output for PlayStation 5 as well, saying, "Just wait until you see what's coming from our third-party partners too." So when I first heard about this, I quickly thought back to last year when Imran Khan, industry insider and journalist, said, "There are things you will be shocked to find out that Sony is money hatting, like they are locking up for timed exclusivity. Like, wow, that is the game that you're choosing, not because it's bad, but because it's huge." So I'm interested to see what this conversation is going to be in a couple of months, because there are games that are widely accepted as multi-platform that Sony is locking up for a little while. So we've already seen some of this with the likes of Deathloop, Project Athia, Final Fantasy 16, and many more, but these are already announced third-party content. Sony's exec is hyping upcoming content, so on top of all the stuff that's already announced, there is more to come. The Sony exec comment alongside Imran Khan's comment from last year are hyping the same thing. More than 25 games in production from PlayStation Studios, major third-party deals. This summer sounds like it could be huge for Sony, and I can't wait for the summer event. But you guys let me know if you like that Sony locks up third-party deals or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "The summer heat is coming." Obviously, this is in reference to all the game announcements coming this summer, especially from PlayStation. And if you're excited for all of that, destroy the comment section with "The summer heat is coming." And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.